Imagine being born in the dense forests of the northern hemisphere, surrounded by towering trees, silent shadows, and countless predators. Today, you will discover what it would be like to be born as one of the most cunning creatures in the wild, the fox. You open your eyes for the first time in the darkness of an underground den. After nearly 2 months of waiting in your mother's womb, you arrive along with your siblings, tiny, blind, and helpless. You weigh less than a pound, your fur still thin, and your survival depends entirely on the warmth of your mother's body. She curls around you and your littermates, using her thick tail as a blanket to keep you safe against the cold soil. You cannot see the outside world yet, but you can already feel its presence in the vibrations of distant footsteps and the muffled calls of the night. For the first weeks, milk is your only source of strength. Your father, though not inside the den, is close by. He prowls through the forest and fields, carrying back food for your mother so she can remain by your side. This partnership is unusual among carnivores, but for foxes it is common. The den is your fortress now, hidden from predators above dug carefully into the earth. Every tunnel and chamber is part of a design that has been perfected through generations of survival. Slowly, you begin to grow. Your eyes open after a couple of weeks, revealing the dim light of the entrance. You see your siblings, each as fragile as you, clumsily moving in the darkness. The den is crowded, noisy, filled with tiny growls and squeaks. You do not yet realize it, but you are part of a lineage spread across the world, one of more than 30 species of foxes. From the snowy, at 3 weeks your fur thickens and you wobble toward the den's entrance. Sunlight strikes your face for the first time, blinding but warm, a new chapter in your fragile life. You stumble into the world of grass, leaves, and scents you cannot yet understand. Your ears, already large for your tiny body, twitch to every sound, the buzzing of insects, the flapping of birds, and the distant howl of a wolf. Vision may still be blurry, but your sense of hearing is sharp, a gift that will define your survival. Play becomes your teacher. You and your siblings tumble, bite gently, and wrestle in the grass. What looks like games is, in truth, preparation, testing, reflexes, building agility, and rehearsing the strategies you will need for the hunt. Your mother watches carefully, while your father keeps bringing food, rodents, birds, even fruit. These meals introduce you to the omnivorous diet that allows foxes to thrive in deserts, forests, tundras, and even cities. The menu of your species is vast, and your stomach will never be too proud to refuse scraps from humans when opportunity presents itself. The weeks pass, and you begin to store experiences in memory. You learn that the world is not only generous, but also cruel. Hawks circle above, ready to swoop on the unwary. Snakes slither silently under the grass. The lessons of survival are clear. To live, you must stay cautious, blend with your environment, and always be ready to run. For now, you are still a cub under your mother's shadow, but the outside world is already shaping your instincts. By the age of 3 months, your milk teeth have grown sharp and restless. You follow your mother on her silent walks at night, your paws barely making a sound on the forest floor. You watch as she freezes, ears upright, before pouncing with incredible precision on an unsuspecting mouse. This leap is a signature move of foxes, perfected by generations. A sudden spring guided by sound, not sight, often ending with prey caught in a single snap. You try to imitate, failing more often than succeeding, but each attempt brings improvement. Your diet now expands rapidly. Rodents, rabbits, beetles, berries, fallen fruit. Nothing is off the table. The world is your buffet, and you are learning to seize every chance. Unlike lions or wolves, you are not bound to one method of hunting. You adapt. In cities, foxes rummage through garbage bins, snatching leftovers of human life. In deserts, your cousins the fennec foxes dig for insects and roots under the scorching sun. In the Arctic, white-furred relatives trail polar bears, feeding on scraps from their kills. Adaptability is the secret behind your family's survival. And yet, danger is never absent. Larger predators roam nearby, wolves, eagles, and sometimes even humans who see you as a nuisance. Your small body, weighing no more than a few kilograms, cannot withstand brute force. Instead, your weapon is cunning. When chased, you double back, zigzag, and vanish into the underbrush. You leave confusing trails, making pursuers lose your scent. Intelligence, not strength, becomes your shield. You are not the strongest of hunters, but you are one of the cleverest. As months turn into your first year, you find yourself less dependent on your parents. The den is no longer your home. Instead, the forest, meadow, or field becomes your territory. At around 40 to 90 centimeters long, with a tail nearly as long as your body, you now resemble the adult foxes you once followed. Your coat glows with a reddish hue, though foxes across the world wear many colors: white in the Arctic, sandy in the desert, silver in rare genetic variations. The diversity of your kind is astonishing. Your tail, thick, bushy, and elegant, is more than decoration. At night, it curls around your body for warmth, shielding you against frost. In leaps, it balances your body, acting like a rudder. When signaling to others, its position tells a story: confidence, caution, or submission. Every part of you serves a purpose. Your ears, tall and triangular, catch the faintest rustle of a vole beneath snow. Your nose guides you to fruit hidden in the grass. You are a creature designed not for one place but for many. Solitude defines you now. Unlike wolves or lions, you do not depend on a pack. You travel alone, hunting alone, resting alone. Yet, loneliness is not your burden. It is your freedom. In silence under the moon, you move unseen, claiming your own path. You are not bound to others for survival. Your world is vast, and every corner of it could hold opportunity or danger. Independence is both your challenge and your crown. As your second year approaches, instincts sharpen into something deeper. The time for mating comes, and your body follows the ancient rhythm of your species. You seek a partner, not in haste, but with cautious approaches, subtle signals, scents, left on trees, distant calls in the night. When the right moment arrives, you court with patience, tails brushing, ears twitching, bodies circling. The bond, though temporary, is strong. Foxes are not lifelong partners, but during the breeding season, the male stays close. After a gestation of around 50 to 55 days, the female gives birth to a litter of 2 to 12 pups. She remains in the den guarding them while the male brings food tirelessly, ensuring the family survives. Cooperation, even if short-lived, is essential. Without it, the fragile cubs would never see their first sunlight. You witness the cycle repeating itself, the same one you once lived as a helpless newborn. Tiny squeaks echo in the den as new life wriggles into existence. You are part of a chain, ancient and unbroken, that stretches across continents. From the Arctic fox raising pups in snow burrows to the fennec hiding its young beneath desert sands, every fox carries this responsibility. Your story is both personal and universal, bound to the fate of your species. By now, your reputation precedes you. You are not the largest predator, nor the fastest, but you are remembered, feared, and admired for one thing above all: cunning. In fables, you are the trickster, the clever one who outsmarts the stronger. From Aesop's tales in ancient Greece to the kitsune of Japan, Foxes are woven into human imagination as symbols of intelligence, wit, and sometimes deceit. Your presence is more than biological, it is cultural, echoing in the stories of civilizations. Your intelligence is practical, not only mythical. You store food for leaner days, burying scraps under soil or snow. You stalk prey with patience, waiting for the right moment to strike. You even learn to live alongside humans, sneaking through suburbs, trotting along fences, vanishing into alleyways. While some see you as a pest, others marvel at your resilience. You are one of the few wild mammals that has learned not only to survive in human-dominated landscapes, but to thrive. Night after night, you prowl your territory, guided by moonlight and instinct. The forest floor crackles beneath your paws. The air carries scents of prey and danger alike, and your eyes gleam in the dark. You are not a ruler like the lion, nor a pack leader like the wolf. You are something different, a survivor who bends the rules of the game. Where others rely on strength or unity, you rely on strategy, and often it is enough. Years pass, and your coat begins to dull. You no longer leap as high, nor chase as far, but your cunning remains. Each season leaves its mark on your body, yet your kind endures. Foxes are spread across almost every continent, from the Arctic tundra to South American plains, from African deserts to the streets of European cities. With 37 species and countless subspecies, your family is one of the most widespread carnivores on Earth. Your legacy is not measured in strength or dominance, but in adaptability. Few animals can live in such different worlds: hunting, rabbits under the moon, stealing eggs from a farmyard, scavenging scraps in a city alley, or surviving the howling storms of the Arctic. Wherever life exists, foxes find a way to fit into the puzzle. That is your inheritance, resilience through flexibility. As you curl your tail around yourself one final time, resting beneath the shelter of a tree, you leave behind not just a life, but a story carried by generations. Somewhere in a den, new cubs squeak and wriggle, repeating the cycle you once lived. The world remembers you not for your size or strength, but for your spirit, the clever trickster, the silent hunter, the survivor who thrived in shadows. Your story ends, but the fox endures. But now, the story isn't over. Nature continues to offer new wonders, new creatures whose lives are waiting to be explored. Just as you have learned about the fox, countless other animals have their own secrets, their own lessons. And the adventure doesn't stop here. It's a cycle of curiosity and discovery that invites us to look closer, to understand, and to marvel. So tell me, who should we uncover next? Will it be the towering giraffe reaching for the treetops, or the fearsome saber-toothed tiger roaming prehistoric lands? Vote in the comments and let the journey continue. Your choice will decide. The next adventure